And today we're taking a look at how to upgrade your kitchen cabinets. Simple, easy, and cheap. And what we're gonna do in today's video, we're gonna take these cabinet doors that are flat faced and give it a new face by placing wood all around. We're gonna go for the square shape look. And remember that replacing the knobs with new ones, it's another upgrade that's gonna help a lot. And here are the things that we're gonna need: a sander or sandpaper, a hammer, finishing nails, which are the ones that don't have a head, wood glue, a screwdriver or a drill, something to cut the wood, either a circular saw, a jigsaw, a miter saw, or just a good old handsaw. You need a measuring tape, you're gonna need some wood putty, and we're gonna need some wood. And in this case, we're gonna use some poplar wood that we got at the big hardware store for about $3 and some change for each piece. And each of these pieces measure 4 feet in length, 2.5 inches wide. The first thing you wanna do is get your measurements for how much wood you're gonna need. And we do that by measuring the width and length of each cabinet door. Once we have all the measurements from all the doors or cabinet faces that we're gonna do, we add them all together in inches, then convert it to feet, and then divide it by 4 feet to see how many pieces we're gonna need. We go ahead and measure the kitchen cabinet door, first the length and then the width. And we got 20 inches 7/8 length, and we got a width of 11 inches 3/4. And we know that the wood that we're gonna place measures 2.5 inches. So we add 2.5 inches plus 2.5 inches, which gives us 5 inches, and subtract it from the width of the cabinet. So that would be 11 3/4 inches minus 5 inches, and we get 6 inches 3/4. So that means we only have to cut pieces 20 inches 7/8 and pieces 6 inches 3/4. And we do this for each cabinet. And remember that each cabinet door is going to have a different size. The first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and remove the cabinet doors. Then we go ahead and remove the hinges from the cabinets. Once we do that, this is a good time to scrape any paint excess left behind. We can go ahead and remove the doorknobs. If your cabinets are real wood, you can sand them really well. But if your cabinets are MDF like ours, you want to lightly sand it. It's just create a flat surface for the wood that we're going to place on top of it. Because if you over sand it, you're going to get little hairs that even if you paint it, you're going to see it. But the parts that are going to get covered by the wood, you can sand it really well because you're not going to see it. Once you sanded both parts, now you want to take a rag or a brush and remove the dust from the cabinets, doors. If your cabinets are real wood, you can go ahead and sand them. But if your cabinets are MDF like ours, you want to lightly sand it. But remember, if you notice that your cabinets itself look good, you only have to paint over them, meaning that you don't have to sand them. Now that we have our measurement, we can go ahead and start cutting the wood. In our case, we're going to measure 20 inches 7/8, and with a speed square, we're going to finish the line to have a visible line to make the cut. Once we have our cut pieces, we can dry place them on top of the cabinet doors to test them to see how they came out. Now we can get ready to place glue on the pieces of wood so we can nail them to the cabinet door. Once we place the nails, we can take a screwdriver and a hammer and drive them in just a little bit more so you won't see them at the end. And we could repeat the step for all the sides and for all kitchen cabinet doors. Now you can take your wood putty and cover all the holes from the nails. We're also going to cover the joints with the wood putty. Don't be scared to using your fingers. Let the wood putty dry as recommended by the label, and then you can proceed to sanding. Once you sanded all of them, take a rag or brush and clean them off. Now we're ready for paint. Let's go ahead and paint the cabinets and then paint each cabinet door. It's better to wait one day before placing the cabinet doors back on the cabinet. And now we're almost at the finish line. We're going to place our hinges back on the doors and place the cabinet doors on the cabinets. Once we place all the kitchen cabinet doors, we can take a drill bit and the drill and remake the hole for the doorknob. The only thing you have to do is look behind the door and follow the hole where it used to be. In our case, we upgraded the doorknobs to give it a better look from the old ones. Now, you could pat yourself in the back for a job well done. Don't forget, if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's the link to our latest video.